The formula for compound interest this is where at the end of the year they give you interest, and at the end of the next year they give you interest on your current amount in your account, which would include the interest from the previous year. And then the second year they would give you interest on the original amount, plus for the second year it would be the original amount plus the interest, plus for the first year you'd have the original amount plus the interest plus the interest. So each year you get interest on the principal plus interest on all of the interest you've gotten over the years. Now, for simplicity's sake, we're going to treat this as though you only get interest once a year. There is a slightly more complicated formula where you can calculate the interest if your interest is compounded, say, twice a year or 4 times a year or monthly or daily, anything. But we're going to go with the amount in the account is the principal times 1 plus the interest rate raised to the n where A equals the current amount P stands for principal, is the original principal. R is the annual interest rate. And N is the number of years. So let's say if you have $5,000, it's invested at 3% interest rate. Compounded annually. That's yearly. How much do you have after 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years? Okay, so the only difference is going to be that N is going to change. So our amount is going to be 5,000 times 1 plus, now your interest rate has to be put in as a decimal, always. So 3% is the same thing as 0.03. And for this time, it's going to be raised to the first. So that'll be 5,000 times 1.03, which is going to be $5,015. First year, you get $15 interest. The second year, we will get 5,000 times, this is always going to be 1.03 squared. Now, the reason this doesn't increase, just out of sight is because these numbers are going to be really close to 1. So 1.03 squared should actually be let's see. Okay, it's 1.0609. Just double checking that. If you multiply that by 5,000, you get 53,045. $53,0450. I thought something was off. This should have been 5150. So the first year we got $150 in interest. By the second year, we get an extra $4.50 based on the $150 interest on the 5,000, and an extra $4.50 based on the interest on the 150 that we put there. So by the time 5 years has gone by, we're going to have 1.03 raised to the 5th, which is 5,000 times 1.03 raised to the 5th. So 1.15927, I'm not going to round it off when I multiply it. I'm going to leave it in the calculator. So it'll be the exact thing, or as close as one could come up with. So by then we're going to have 57.96 and 37 cents. By the end of 10 years, we're going to have 1.03 raised to the 10th, which will be 5,000 times 1.03 raised to the 10th power is 1.3439 . Leaving that in the calculator as the whole thing, times 5,000 is going to give us $6,719.50, around 58 cents. So that's pretty good. By the end of 10 years, we have actually increased our original amount by over 1/3, since this would be the equivalent of getting over 34% interest. Not bad, huh?